Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Josie and this is Josie. I'm glad to have you here, and if you're new on my channel, I document my sewing journey here, and this month of May I've been documenting my Me Made May. Ideally, it's a challenge in the sewing community, if you're wondering what that is, where people who make their own clothes take a challenge upon themselves to see how they relate with their handmade wardrobe or clothes they've made themselves. Some are crocheters, others are knitters, and you document your challenge and your journey the way you find fit. And for myself, I was trying to purpose on wearing clothes I've made and probably try to see which clothes I'm least likely to pick up on, and that will guide me on whether I need to get rid of them or make less of those clothes. And also, it's about building a relationship with your clothes. And I have to apologize that it's a bit noisy around me because windows are open, the sun is finally out, and the radio's music is all loud around me in the neighborhood. But today is a beautiful day. It's one of the warmest day now I think we've experienced in this spring, because it's been like winter. Like I've been dressing mostly my winter clothes. So today is Me Made May Day 29, and I've been documenting and uploading a video at every end of the month. That has been every Saturday for the week before, showing you what I've been wearing that week, and the garments in detail, showing you the sizing, and if I made any alterations I've been mentioning those. So for today, I'm wearing the Cocoon Dress by Simple Sew Patterns, and this is a pattern that first came with a magazine, one of the sewing magazines, but then they've also had it, you can buy it separately as a paper pattern. It's not a PDF pattern, and Simple Sew is a UK company, so I'm not sure if people in the US can access these patterns easily. I think you can still buy the pattern, but it will have to be shipped to you because it's a paper pattern, and it's a cocoon dress. It's called the Cocoon Dress. It's a simple pattern. However, many people have struggled with choosing the sizing to use, because the pattern I think comes with finished measurement sizes. That's what you work with. However, because it's a cocoon dress, sometimes it's more roomy than people are happy with. So ideally, the best thing to do is to go over to their website. They show you the size ranges and the measurements, actual measurements that you would expect on a paper pattern, where they show you the exact measurements to look out for and where you lie, and also the finished measurements. But for this particular one, you're only given the finished measurements on the paper, but over on their website, they have all the details that you need to choose the sizing. And I've looked at a blog post I wrote about reviewing this pattern. Unfortunately, I don't remember including my sizing. I could look into my old notes, but because I didn't have a lot of time to do it, I'm in the middle of preparing a barbecue because the sun is out and we've got a few people passing by briefly. So I made this dress out of, it's a cotton linen blend. I could be wrong, but feels like it has some linen and some cotton, and it's a V-neck. It has a V-neck line, and it also features a front seam. I wonder why we have a front seam here. Yes, I did a good job with pattern matching. That is hard to tell that there's a seam at the front. It runs up to the very bottom. And then this time I made this particular pattern for a friend of mine for her 40th birthday, and I was using some Ankara print fabric, African wax print fabric, which had a nice pattern that I didn't want to break down with the seam, so I omitted the seam and sewed the front on the fold. However, when you sew it on the fold, you have to remember to take out the seam allowance, because if you don't take it out, they won't match up with the facing you have underneath, and also matching up to the sleeves. So it's important that you take out the seam allowance if you're going to cut it on the fold. However, that time, I think that's what happened this time, I had intended to cut it on the fold. I forgot to take out the seam allowance, so I had to create a seam, which I had omitted, but I had to accommodate for it because there was extra room than I had anticipated. And it's a simple dress. It has inseam pockets, and it's a beautiful one really, and it has grown-on sleeves, and the sleeves are finished with a bias binding. However, you've got an option to add on sleeves to get them, I think, up to 3/4, but I wanted these, the short sleeves. They are perfect for me. And yeah, it has no zipper or anything, and I think it's that pattern that can showcase a beautiful bold print. And yeah, I love it, and most of they've had it on sale here and there, and it's a good pattern. They've continued to produce that pattern, even though I think it was first released a few years ago in a magazine. They continued producing it because many people in the sewing community seem to have loved it. And yeah, that's what I'm wearing today, and I'll show you the last 2 days what I'll be wearing, and the last video that will be going up on Me Made May, I'll be also telling you about lessons I've learned and things I've impressed with Me Made May. And that's it for today. Otherwise, I hope you're enjoying yourself. I know by the time you watch this video, I hope the sun is still holding up if you're in the UK or wherever you are, that you're enjoying a nice time. Otherwise, bye for now. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hi, welcome to me May Day 30. Hope you're all doing well. I'm enjoying some glorious weather up here after complaining for a long period of time because the weather wasn't good at all. And I've just come back from church. No, right now by the time I'm recording, it's a few hours since I returned from church. And I wore a triple love notions patterns. I could say triple love notions patterns to church today, and the weather is really nice. I don't need the blazer per se, but when you go indoors and there's no sun getting in, you're likely to feel a bit chilly. And just in case they also decide to turn on the AC, so I needed to be prepared. And today I was wearing the Metra Blazer. This is a newly released pattern. It's been out for about 2 months, 3 months or less. And it's a gorgeous pattern. I made size extra small and I made it out of Ponte di Roma fabric. It's drafted for stable knit fabrics that don't stretch so much, and also that can keep their shape without overstretching. And I use this Ponte in rusty burnt orange. I had in my stash for a while, but when the opportunity came up, I took it on. And it features welt pockets, which are gorgeous. And I've reviewed this pattern before. I will add the link in the cards if you want to hear about it. But it's an easy pattern. Not very easy, not for a confident beginner because it features welt pockets, but the construction is really good. And one thing I like is this big pocket because it's lined upon itself, and that creates the entire pocket, so it's quite big. Not that you'd put something that will get up too high up here, but it gives you more room should you want to store anything in it. And I could take it off, and I paired it up with the blouse, which has just been released early May. And this is a gorgeous easy top. It's rounded at the sides and also dips in on the sides. And one feature about it, definitely it's a button down shirt. Hope it can focus because it's there's a lot of heat here. There's a lot of light, and it features some shearing here if you can't tell. However, if you're not a fan of shearing, this particular pattern also comes with gathered option. So if you don't want the shearing and it petrifies, you can go with the gathers, but I didn't want to miss out on the shearing. Then it features also a yoke in the back. And the way this is also together, you use the burrito method to enclose the yoke. So in so doing, you actually don't have any raw seams against your skin, either here or on top of here. And actually, I like the construction of the shearing. It comes with a big panel, rectangular panel that you shear. After you've done all the shearing, you cut out these shapes, which is brilliant because it will be hard to shear just small bits like this. It will be a nightmare to get them neat, which is a clever way of constructing it. Then I like the button down effect. This pattern is meant to be sewn in drapey fabrics, your likes of viscoses, rayons, and crepes. But I had this is a cotton lawn. It's a Dobby cotton lawn I had in my stash. Dobby are these effects here. Sorry, I think the light is so much on the white you can't tell a lot. And I had this cotton lawn. It wasn't as drapey, but I knew it would be lightweight. It wouldn't be so stiff, so it worked out so well. And I paired it over my Sabrina Slims. I constructed 2 pairs last month, that was in April. And this particular one, Sabrina Slims, are meant for stable knits. Now, more stable knits. Some people have constructed them in Ponte, but I made 2 versions using cotton satin fabric. And this is a fabric I'd had in my stash for a while. I'm going to attach an image if you want to look at them properly. And I was petrified. I've had this pattern for a while, but I was not confident to tackle it because I know what fitting pants entails. But this particular pattern comes with a pants fitting workshop, which pretty much held my hand throughout the fitting process, and I was happy that at the end of it all, I had 2 pairs of fitting pants, but I had to first construct a twirl and twitch it around. And this particular one, they're meant to be high-waisted pants. You may tell they're high-waisted, they come high up here, and they feature actually an elastic, thick elastic. I think the elastic I used is 3 inches thick, so it doesn't gather the trousers, but it gives it a nice finish actually, which is elegant. So the casing for the elastic is not so small that you have to gather the pants to fit on. It just fits so nicely that it gives an illusion of no elastic is encased within the band. And this particular one also have a split on the side. You can sew these pants with either seam with a zip at the bottom at the hem, side hem, or you can go with a split, or just construct them without any feature at the bottom and actually like them. So this is what I wore to church today, and I was actually happy to step out because the sun was out, and wearing your colorful clothes, that's what crowns everything. I'm going to record a clip for you and you'll be able to see what they look like together. And we have one more day of Me Made May, and when I record the one day of Me Made May, I also give you a reflection of what Me Made May has been to me, the lessons I've learned, and probably what I might change up here and there. Otherwise, if you've watched all my videos of Me Made May, thank you for tagging along. I really appreciate it. Okay, see you tomorrow. Hi, welcome to the last day of Me Made May. That's the 31st of May. I'm actually glad that we've come to the very end, that I've actually kept the dedication of coming to you every day and showing you what I'm wearing and actually record a clip of the day. It's been quite some work, but I'm glad that I've gone through it. Sometimes it's good to set yourself challenges. They might help you just learn how to keep up with challenges in life. There are lessons you learn from it, not only just showing you what I've been wearing. And the day is glorious outside, and so came out my sun-like dress. And we're excited. We are stepping out with the kids probably to a garden, to a park. Let's see what we are up to. Probably have a picnic or get the kids out to play, because it's also bank holiday Monday, so hubby is not at work. So and the kids are also on half term, so we felt like it's the best time to step out. Ideally, actually, but before I went to bed, I was hoping that we would go to the beach today. But you need to plan for that trip earlier in the day, because it's a few miles away from home to get to the seaside. But we slept in and the day went by so fast, so we had to cancel the beach plans. But the good thing, we hadn't yet told the kids. But anyway, with no further ado, I thought I'll show you what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing the Love Notions lyric dress. And the lyric dress is drafted to either have a flared skirt or a gathered skirt. So for the gathered skirt, they give you the dimensions to work with, but I decided, dimensions to work with that you just cut up by yourself, but you have the pattern piece for the bodice. And it also comes with a number of sleeves, flatter sleeves, sleeveless, but I went with short sleeved. It's a button down dress. And I used these gorgeous buttons. They're wooden buttons, handmade with love. And I decided to sew them up with red thread to just bring out the red in the picture, and also for them to stand out because they are brown and background of yellow, they don't show. And I used the fabric. It's a viscose linen blend which was given to me by Fabrics for All last year, because I'm also a blog of theirs, and it's a gorgeous fabric. And the few alterations I made to this pattern, it's meant to have a fuller gathered skirt, but because I was using a viscose linen blend, I need to be more bulky, so I removed almost like a quarter of the bulk and I spread it out, so I got lighter gathers around the skirt. And this I drafted by myself, and I also realized it was coming off short. I lengthened it, I think, by either 2 inches, but it's still above my knees, so it's still a bit short. So next time probably I'll make up this pattern, I'll make it much longer where I would want to. And also this pattern is not meant to come with ties, so it's supposed to be loose. Like if you've been following me here on Me Made May, realize that I'm a fan of cinching in the waist, so I added ties to this. As you may tell, I have ties onto this. And also the flared skirt has slash pockets at the front, which don't come with the gathered one. And the gathered option, you have they allow for patched pockets, and I didn't want to have patched pockets on this dress, so I created inseam pockets. I'm going to try to show you a clip of what this looks like. I created inseam pockets for myself because you can't miss out on having pockets on a dress. So I decided to pull out this dress because it's relaxed and it's airy, natural fibers, and also because it's yellow and the sun is out. It's just a happy dress, happy colored dress. Okay, thank you for hanging out with me throughout Me Made May and the last few videos. That's from Saturday, Sunday, and today. I'll also record a reflections video of Me Made May, of probably things I might do differently, reflecting on what I need to do in my wardrobe, what works for me and what doesn't work for me, and what probably I need to incorporate more in my wardrobe. And I'll come to you with that clip video also, and I'll upload it as one single video. Otherwise, thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate everyone who has tuned in and followed me throughout the journey of May. And it's been some work, but I knew because there were people who were interested in the videos and who were keeping up with them, I couldn't give up halfway. And thank you. I'll show you a clip and a picture of what it looks like on me. Okay, otherwise I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye. Hi, thank you for whoever has followed me along the journey of Me Made May, where I've been documenting what I've been wearing every day and recording a short clip of each outfit, telling you about the alterations I made, the sizes I made, and anything, and also the fabrics I've been using. Thank you for whoever has followed me throughout the journey. It's been quite a challenging one because it's called for a lot of commitment, recording every day, documenting every day, so that at the end of the week I could give you a full roundup of what I've worn that week. And I just promise you that I'll come to you with the last few days of Me Made May. That's the Saturday up to the 31st of May, and also a reflection of Me Made May, the lessons I've learned throughout this month and probably what I could do differently. And I could say I don't have major gaps in my wardrobe. Honestly, I feel like I've reached a point where I've made enough clothes for myself. I'm not saying I'm going to stop making clothes for myself, but I don't see major gaps. However, I think there are a few things I could do differently. I realized that the one thing I always went for in my wardrobe that I've not made by myself were a pair of jeans. The black pair of jeans I've worn just twice throughout Me Made May, and that's because I'd never sewn up my own pair of jeans. Yes, I started making my pair in January, and honestly I should have finished with it. I've done pretty much all the hard work. Let me see if I can show it to you. I've done all the hard work. This is the Megan Nielsen Ash jeans. If you've been on my video for a while, I've probably shown you this progress. I've done all the hard work. The pockets are on, all the top stitching is done, the zipper is installed, everything is pretty much done, and all I have to do is to complete the top band, stitch everything up and hem the pair of jeans. And that's the easier bit. I've done all the hard bits of work. I did the fitting and everything. I found that I've been putting it on the side, and I think I need the push to go ahead and complete them. I started them in January. I should have finished with them now, but most times other projects come in that seem more urgent that I push them to the side. But I think I have to be deliberate and complete them this month, June, that I get to show the completed pair. And probably after that, I hope I can undertake a second one. I'm hoping it being the second pair of jeans, I'll work on it much faster because I'll be much more familiar with the various steps I've taken. So I need to complete that pair of jeans and sew up another because I've got the fabric to wear. Yeah, and I have actually most of the accessories I need for it. So probably with this video, I'm holding myself accountable to finish that pair of jeans by the end of this month, because I've got so little to go, but I keep pushing it to the side. But I should be serious and commit to finishing it up before I start a new project. Hopefully I can do that. One thing I've also noticed, I've got a few skirts I've made that I really love, but I've not gotten a chance to wear them. Probably one of the reasons is that the weather has not been a good one. It's been a bit awful. I felt like we had an extension of winter, and now that it's June and it's summer, the sun has come out, so I don't think we got spring. If we got any spring, it could have been for just 4 days in the entire 3 months. So the skirts, most of the skirts I love and I made were knee-length skirts. Definitely I could have worn them with tights, but I also realized I didn't have tops to pair them up, which are not or ready to wear. Most ready to wear to mean clothes I bought in the store. I think it's important that I actually, now that I make any separates, if I decide to make a pair of trousers or make skirts, I also have something in the wardrobe to match up with it, or to be deliberate to sew up something I can pair it up with. So in so doing, if I want to have my me-made wardrobe, I have those items that I can pair together. And also another thing that I found, that actually I've made a few clothes like those that I made in the very start, yet when I'd gotten into serious dressmaking, by then I hadn't identified things that I love to wear that look better on my body, that flatter me and actually look nice on me. So I used to make so many things because you found a pattern that you loved and I would hold on to them. And also it has been that phase whereby you don't want to get rid of clothes you've made yourselves before. But right now I'm at the point whereby I've made so many, I think I'm in the process of going to go to my wardrobe and sort out all those clothes that I need probably to donate and get rid of them, because they'll probably never get anywhere from me, and I stop holding on to them feeling so precious about them. And pretty much I could say, yes, I've made up, it's clear now I have more dresses than I need. And unfortunately I can't say that I'll stop making dresses, because I think dresses make a complete outfit. All you have to do is just pair it up with the right accessories, right shoes, right jewelry, or any outerwear you would want to pair it up with. So I think dresses are my go-to outfit, as opposed to skirts. When you make a skirt, you want a matching top. And I think that's my reflection of Me Made May. I don't think I've got gaps per se, because I went ahead and sewed up more trousers that were the Sabrina Slims pants, and I've got a few leggings, not leggings, but some other pants, trousers I've made that I can wear with tops I have. And I think the gap there is no longer existent, which I thought was a big gap. At least I've stepped out of my comfort zones and figured out pants fitting. So now I know how to sew up pants that actually fit my body shape. And I could say that's a roundup of my Me Made May, lessons I've learned. And will I be taking part in Me Made May next year? That I'm yet to know, because I think it's been quite a stretch for me this time round. But other than that, let me know what you think. What would you want to see on my channel more of? Otherwise, that's it for today. And if you're wondering what I'm wearing, this was I wore it in the 3rd week of May or 4th week, and this is a free pattern by Little Lizard King, and it's the Galena Dress. I'll show it to you. And it's a free pattern that also comes with the Coordinating Girls pattern, and I made it out of this gorgeous Art Gallery jersey fabric, which I received from Minova in exchange for a blog post. It's actually gorgeous fabric, and also gorgeous dress is fitted on the bodice, and then a flared skirt, half circle skirt, and it's a free pattern. I made a matching one for my daughter too. Otherwise, I'll stop here with the Me Made May reflections and the entire Me Made May. Thank you for whoever has joined me along the journey of May. And I can't wait to be back into my sewing room and I document my usual videos, because all I've done in May is show you my Me Made May garments I've worn throughout the month. Otherwise, let me know what you think. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you until next time. Bye.